Hmm. Hey everyone, Kyle once again, aka Razzie Godzilla fan. Welcome back. Um, for this video, for wondering, been looking back on all the films as of last year, 2013. Seeing how did my worst films list. But that got me thinking. Pretty much people who do know that the 34th Golden Razzie Awards is coming up soon, and I've been looking through, and I just want to tell you, what's been films of last year, what's been nominated, for worst this and that. So yeah, that's why. Sometimes I'm just looking at a couple days ago they just revealed officially what's been nominated. And I'm just looking through this and looking through the list. And I just want to tell you what films have been nominated, and saying this film deserves it, or to me, what is not. A lot of these deserve to be on this list, but I'll get to it. So yeah, so I've been looking through this, and first I want to start off with for the worst screenplay. So what's nominated for the worst screenplay? Well, out of the most nominations, there's one film that's been nominated 9 times, which I'll get to. But first, we'll see what's been. I'll start with the least category for me, and up to the best category. Pardon me. So I said let's for the worst screenplay. So the nominees for the films that have been nominated for the worst screenplay: After Earth, Grown Ups 2, A Madea Christmas, Movie 43, and The Lone Ranger. Now, what my predictions are? What do you think we should win? That's nothing. I want to predict. I'm also going to be predicting what I think should win for the Razzies. Well, I haven't seen movie 43 though. But I haven't seen movie 43. But what I've read, all the reception of it was universally panned by critics, despite has a very big, large, star-studded cast in that film though. But I remember listening to the trailer. Did not look that funny. Did not look interesting. So, and plus like I remember for the worst screenplay, I understand the script was sucky, because I think how this film sucked, because I remember in the trailer how there was a blind kid who was celebrating his birthday, right? And someone goes and blows. I can't remember who's in it, because there's a lot of different segment stories in this, But I remember there was a scene in the trailer where a kid was celebrating his birthday and he was blind, and someone goes and blows out his candles before he did, Yeah, that's supposed to be funny, to laugh at a blind kid who didn't blow out his candle because someone else blew it before he did. Yeah, so I can tell, the script was not that good whatsoever. So yeah, it deserves to be nominated. Next one is Madea Christmas. Yeah. I'm not a fan of any of Tyler Perry's Madea films. I'm not a fan of any of those. So I have no say on that one. But the next two, yeah, Grown Ups 2, absolutely. Because I was never a fan of the first Grown Ups, and I'll be never a fan of Grown Ups 2. So I can easily tell on that one. And especially After Earth too. After Earth is also nominated for worst screenplay. Now that film sucked. That film sucked big time. M. Night Shyamalan. It's if you look back on my reviews of the worst films of 2013, After Earth was on my list. That film sucked big time, yeah. And M. Night, like I said, M. Night Shyamalan, he's been slipping. I think he just quit directing. That's what I'm saying. Because yeah, the script and the script and the film sucked. It sucked big. The writing sucked. especially Jaden Smith, on Earth, oh look at these I think it was baboons or monkeys, I don't remember, or gorillas, I don't remember what it was. They're not bothering him, but what does he do? He goes and pokes, he goes and throws, I think it was like poke with a stick or throw a rock at, I don't remember. But throw something either of those, and they go and chase after him. It wasn't bothering him before, but he had to go and provoke them, so they chase after him. So yeah, that movie sucked big. And the next one, now the next one I would say the next one is for screenplay, worst screenplay, The Lone Ranger. Now when I say my top best films of 2013, that film is on my list. It's my ninth best film of 2013 because I got suckered into liking it. I know it's a bad film. I know that. I know it was really boring 2.5 hour film. I know that. Yeah, and I know how Johnny Depp is when he was playing it, how he plays a character like that, similar, Yeah, I can definitely see the script. Yes, I do. But I got suckered into liking it. But I understand how I can see why it's not a good film though, and how I still say it does still deserve to be a big box office flop after seeing how much it cost to make. The budget was just ridiculous. But I would say it's the least out of in this category. I would say I want to win. The one I would say I want to win is After Earth. I predict I want After Earth to win for worst screenplay because that film sucks big time. Out of all the ones in this category, so for worst screenplay I would say After Earth. Next category I would say from worst screen combo. Technically no, for the worst paired actors together, So for the worst screen, Jaden Smith and Will Smith, After Earth, yes. I was that like I said, and I already said how bad I was saying. Yeah, Will Smith and Jaden Smith, they just stopped doing films together, Yeah, it worked in The Pursuit of Happiness, but it worked in The Pursuit of Happiness, which you do. Was a really good, decent drama film, but not in this movie. They just no chemistry between each other in this film. No chemistry at all. So yeah, that deserves it for a nominee right there. The next is for Medea Christmas, Tyler Perry and either Larry the Cable Guy or the worn out wig and dress, which means the actor combined with his dressing as a woman, basically, or Larry the Cable Guy. Like I said, I haven't seen that film, but I'm just not a fan of Tyler Perry's Medea films. So, and the other nominee, Lindsay Lohan and Charlie Sheen, Scary Movie 5, definitely yes. Yes, I would definitely agree on that. That deserves to win. That deserves to win for the worst screen couple because I hate Scary Movie 5 to death. That is on my channel on my worst film 2013. That is my number one worst film of 2013. I hate that film to death. I hate it so much. Yes, that deserves to win that. Next one, the entire cast of movie 43. I'll agree on that because I've only seen what I've seen in the trailer. I'm judging for what I've seen in the trailer because I haven't seen it and it looks terrible. So the entire cast of movie 43, and the last nominee is the entire cast of Grown Ups 2. Yeah, agree on that. But if I were to predict, I would predict either Lindsay Lohan, Charlie Sheen, and Jaden Smith and Will Smith for After Earth and Scary Movie 5. I would pick either of those two. So I would pick either of those two to win. So and then the next one. Worst actor. Johnny Depp, The Lone Ranger, Ashton Kutcher in Jobs, Adam Sandler, The Grown Ups 2, Jaden Smith, After Earth, and Sylvester Stallone for the 3 films he's been in. He's been in 2013 for Bullet to the Head, Escape Plan, and Grudge Match. He was not for worst actor in all 3 of those films. It's hard to pick. Well, I would still say I would still put Jaden Smith in for After Earth, but I would also say Sylvester Stallone. Sylvester Stallone in all three of those films, because Bullet to the Head sucked, Escape Plan sucked, and Grudge Match sucked. But even though I did not mind, even though he was okay and Bullet to the Head, Escape Plan, Grudge Match, it was just the script of the film that just made those films sucked, But overall, I would put either Johnny Depp Johnny Depp as Tonto in the Lone Ranger. That's understandable because how he was acting in the film. But nothing was compared to. I would pick either Ashton Kutcher who plays Steve Jobs in the movie Jobs. I haven't seen Jobs, so I wouldn't know. So, but if I were to pick, I would pick either Adam Sandler or Jaden Smith for Grown Ups 2 or After Earth. So that's what I picked for Worst Actor. Then next for Worst Actress, Halle Berry in The Call and in movie 43. Selena Gomez in Getaway. Lindsay Lohan in The Canyons. Tyler Perry in Medea Christmas. Naomi Watts in Diana and movie 43. To me, without a doubt, this is Lindsay Lohan. Which is surprisingly, she said she's nominated for her performance in The Canyons, but also didn't include Scary Movie 5. Because she absolutely sucked in Scary Movie 5, so she should also have been nominated for Worst Actress in The Canyons, and also including Scary Movie 5, which I don't know why Scary Movie 5 is not next to The Canyons. I haven't seen The Canyons, but I'm saying just for Scary Movie 5, so they should put Scary Movie 5 next to then also the nominee for her in The Canyons for Lindsay Lohan. I definitely picked Lindsay Lohan for that because she just looked like she just can't act no more. And now next for Worst Supporting Actress. Salma Hayek in Grown Ups 2, Katherine Heigl in The Big Wedding, Kim Kardashian Temptation Confessions of a Marriage Counselor, Lady Gaga Machete Kills, and Lindsay Lohan in Appropriate Comedy and Scary Movie 5. There you go. Okay, so so she was a supporting actor in Scary Movie 5. So yeah, but I would still pick Lindsay Lohan as the worst in the Worst Actress category still. But supporting actress, yes, okay, I didn't see that part there though, but for Scary Movie 5, so yes. Now yes, for Worst Supporting Actress, yes. I'll also pick Lindsay Lohan for both those for both those films, Scary Movie 5 and Inappropriate Comedy. I haven't seen Inappropriate Comedy, but Scary Movie 5 alone, that says it all. But also next to Lindsay Lohan, I'll also pick another actress for Worst Supporting Actress next to Lindsay Lohan, and that is Lady Gaga. She could not act to save her life in Machete Kills. She could not act. She should just stick with the singing, get out of the acting. She could not act in Machete Kills. Machete Kills sucked big time. Plus, yeah, she was especially for her appearance in Machete Kills, only to get rid of Cuba Gooding Jr. and Cuba Gooding, because after Cuba Gooding Jr. as the chameleon, after he rips his face off as Lady Gaga. And she said in the fake trailer for Machete Kills Again in space, she said she's gonna make an appearance in it. Lady Gaga, stick with the freaking singing. So yeah, for Worst Supporting Actress, yeah, I'll pick Lindsay Lohan and Lady Gaga. Worst Supporting now next one, Worst Supporting Actor. Chris Brown in Battle of the Year, Larry the Cable Guy in Medea Christmas, Taylor Lautner, Grown Ups 2, Will Smith After Earth, and Nick Swartzen in Grown Ups 2 and A Haunted House. I would also pick Will Smith in After Earth, and for Worst Supporting Actor, I would also pick Taylor Lautner as well, because it looked like his performance was very bad in Scary Movie. Not Scary Movie. I mean, Grown Ups 2. He didn't look that funny in Grown Ups 2, And plus, I hate the Twilight films. I hate the Twilight films, and he sucked in those films too. So yeah, also for worst supporting actor, I will also pick Will Smith and Taylor Lautner. Okay, getting to the three better categories. The next category I'll do, and to go get to next is now for worst director. For worst director, nominated for is Dennis Dugan, Grown Ups 2, Tyler Perry, Medea Christmas, and Temptation, Confessions of a Marriage Counselor, M. Night Shyamalan for After Earth, the 13 people, because there's like 13 people 13 different directors who directed a different segment story. So the 13 people, which is I'm not saying all the entire people. It's a waste of time. So the 13 people who directed movie 43. And lastly, Gore Pomansky for The Lone Ranger. Then I would have to pick. I would definitely pick M. Night Shyamalan for After Earth. After Earth, yeah. Out of all this, the worst I would say is After Earth. I would pick that. So M. Night Shyamalan for worst director. M. Night Shyamalan for After Earth. Because he just stopped directing. He only directed only three good films. And that's it. The rest of the films he's been directing, has not been good. So, for worst director, M. Night Shyamalan for After Earth. And now the second to last one is for worst prequel, remake, ripoff, or sequel. So for worst prequel, remake, ripoff, or sequel, Grown Ups 2, The Hangover Part 3, The Lone Ranger, Scary Movie 5, and The Smurfs 2. I am definitely not picking The Smurfs 2 because on my video, Best 2013. That's my #1 film of 2013. That should not, especially that was Jonathan Winters' last film before he passed away. That to me that's a blasphemy that got nominated. You know, usually films like that don't. Well, baby, I'm not sure. I'm not the. I don't. But Smurfs 2, I'm not picking because I really absolutely enjoy the Smurfs 2. So that's definitely not it. It's definitely out of the pick. Is Scary Movie 5. Scary Movie 5 is definitely the pick in this one. Yes, Grown Ups 2 sucks. Even the Hangover Part 3 sucks. Even the Hangover Part 3 sucks. And the Lone Ranger in parentheses remake of past Lone Rangers. Understandable, but I would not pick the Smurfs 2 or the Lone Ranger. I would pick either 3 out of the 3. The Grown Ups 2, The Hangover Part 3, or Scary Movie 5. But it's definitely Scary Movie 5 I would pick as the worst prequel, remake, ripoff, or sequel. Scary Movie 5 can suck, and it can go screw itself. Scary Movie 5. And absolutely, and of course, the last one I always say the best for last. Now, nominated for Worst Picture. Got it here. For Worst Picture, After Earth, Grown Ups 2, The Lone Ranger, A Medea Christmas, and movie 43. Out of all of them overall, I pick After Earth. After Earth, I would definitely pick. Even though Scary Movie 5 was not, it was worse for worst sequel, remake, ripoff, or prequel. You know, it should also be on the worst picture list because that sucked big time. But it's not. It's not nominated for worst picture, but it should be. But after all of them, I picked After Earth. After Earth is definitely the worst out of the bunch. The Lone Ranger, understandable, but I'm not picking the Lone Ranger because I got suckered into liking it. Yes, I say that a lot. I can say it as many times as I want. That's the only way I can explain how I like the Lone Ranger. I got suckered into liking it. Call me a weirdo. That's how I explain it. So yeah, after all, out of all these, yeah, I would pick for worst picture After Earth. But you know, so out of all the nominees, the movies have been nominated one movie's been nominated 9 times. And that's Grown Ups 2. But for me, you know, most of the nominees I would pick to win is mostly After Earth. You know, because the movie freaking sucks. M. Night Shyamalan should not be should just retire from acting. I'm not trying to say anything mean or harsh. I'm just asking, you know, he should just retire from directing. The only good films he directed that was good was Unbreakable, Signs, and even The Sixth Sense. The rest of the films, the rest of the films suck. They directed The Village, The Happening, The Last Airbender, even this film After Earth, or The Lady in the Water. He should just stop directing. He only directed only 3 good films. The rest of the films suck. So yeah, that's the worst picture After Earth. And that's my predictions for the 34th Golden Raspberry Awards, or Razzies, short for Raspberry Razzies. I just call them Razzies. Golden Razzie Awards. So yeah. But overall, I think all the other films that are nominated for whatever, you know, they all deserve to win, you know, except for the Smurfs 2 that was nominated for worst prequel, remake, ripoff, or sequel. Not the Smurfs 2, and even the the Lone Ranger is understandable, but for me, I would not pick as the worst out of all of these. Not the Lone Ranger. Even though, yes, I understand why everyone don't like the film, but I got suckered into liking it. I'll say it for the last time. I got suckered into liking it. Even though it's a 2.5 hour boredom film. 2.5 hours of boredom. I mean, yes, I know all that stuff is silly, like the white horse and a tree on the top of a barn. Yeah, but that's not the worst film I've seen this year. That's why I put it in my top 10 best films 2013. It was number 9. I say it was the best of the worst of films of 2013. The best of the worst. So yeah, but other than that, all these movies suck. Especially Scary Movie 5 and After Earth and Grown Ups 2. Machete Kills. So those are my predictions of my predictions of this year of 2014's Golden Razzie Awards. So hopefully I'll be right. Hopefully when they do get when these categories get awarded, hopefully I'll get some of them right, because these films, ones I said, they deserve to win. So all these movies suck now. So yeah, that's my prediction nominees for the 34th Golden Razzie Awards 2014. So thanks for watching, and stay tuned for another movie review later.